Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Arumugam, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. Under sad circumstances that we gather here this morning, we our final respects and tribute to our dear brother, Mariemuthoo Arumugam, fondly known to everybody as Desmond. We're now going to allow you to come to do your viewing. As you make your way down, you're going to come down on your right hand side, my left. Thereafter, you're going to view its flower petals on the lid of the casket. Thereafter, you'll sympathize with the family, making your way back to your seats. I thank you. We now have Brother Shane, who will lead us into service while you come to do your viewing.
My Vanakams, Namaste, a very good morning and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. As we gather here on this truly sad occasion, we are drawn together by the memories, the love, the understanding that life is beyond this physical body. Life is that transcends this physical body. With that being said, we have a few tributes for this morning. The first tribute will be done by Rishena, and there is a mic set up on the podium so the speakers can make their way towards the podium, and he will deliver this speech on behalf of the mother, Arumugam. I call upon Rishena.
Hello? Okay. I'm Desmond. Is my uncle. He's my father's brother. Sorry, this is not very easy. So the first speech, this was a tribute from Ma, the mother of the deceased. My darling baby boy, you left us too soon. Your sudden death has surprised us all and has left a void in my heart. You are my everything, and I miss you so much. I used to sit and wait for you to come home from work. And used to always go next door to ask Samantha why you never come yet. And then you just entered the door saying you were running late. I love you so much, my baby. And I will always love you. You are now with your brother and sister in heaven. Rest in peace, love, Ma. Thank you.
I was in the house, so I've been driving for 5 hours. This town, here up, looking up. My voice know exactly what that means.
The next speaker for this morning is Divashni, and she will speak on behalf of Cheryl, who is the sister. Divashni.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Divashni, Cheryl's daughter, the sister of Desmond Arumugam. My baby brother Desmond and I go a long way in life. Being immediate neighbors, he is always in and out of our house. If I'm not there, it asks Amma, where is Cheryl? Why is looking for me in all the ways. He always comes and opens the pots, dishing Amma's food and eating. He was everything to us. I was calling you by your nickname was Kukuna. Whenever he needed anything to be done, he'd come to me, and I would never ever say no. He used to get angry. I always pictured him in his uniform. Whatever we cook, Amma would always give him next door. Any function at home, he used to cook. He was our braai master, as he loves to braai and entertain people. It was one link of the chain. I love you, my baby brother. Rest in peace until we meet again.
It is often in life when we are that we contemplate or that we seek the understanding from scriptures and from our holy Tirukuru and the different various masters and saints that we have been given in this lifetime to understand. In understanding that, we learn that in life there is different pathways in which one can attain moksha. Moksha meaning the eternal light or the eternal bliss or the purpose behind our life. And one of the modes of devotion, one of the pathways of devotion towards God is through sevana, which means seva. Seva literally means that which is done spontaneously, that no one knows about. And in the seva, there are different levels of seva. Sometimes we do planned sevas like cook a pot of biryani, go and feed to someone, take out some pictures, post it on our Instagram and all of this. And sometimes the highest form of seva, God says, is that which is spontaneous seva. That means when you see someone, you don't share even a second thought into helping that person. You don't doubt yourself and say, must I, mustn't I, should I? You spontaneously serve. And our dearest Lord says that that is the highest form of seva, when one does not think about the action or what the gratification outside of the seva will bring to him, but rather that life to serve. With that being said, we'll call upon the third speaker, which is Supt Mariemuthoo, the Executive Director for the Community of Safety.
Dear bereaved family and friends, the Honorable Mayor of Patagonia and Deputy Mayor in absentia, I am expecting them to though. Our Speaker of Council in absentia, I also expect her to arrive shortly. Our Provincial councillors present, a number of them. Our colleagues, colleagues from SAPS, colleagues from Metro Police, security companies, other emergency services, paramedics. The organized labor that may be present, all protocol observed. I greet you, colleagues. Last time I had to stand at a memorial service like this was 2 years ago, when we lost 2 senior officers in succession. Thank you to the leadership. You are on time. We appreciate your presence here. I was saying we are here, we are gathered, we are sad. We want to remember, we want to commemorate the life of our colleague Superintendent Arumugam. When I looked at his file last night, I was so surprised with the amount of information that is there. And one realizes that you've not just lost a superintendent, you've lost a seasoned police officer. Somebody who was highly trained, somebody who never really bragged about his training, and somebody who quietly got on with the job. It's something that you can be proud of. But Desmond, as we referred to him, joined the municipal environment in 1998 as a traffic officer. By that time it was the Dolphin Coast municipality. We then merged in 2000 as a Quadguza municipality, and within a short space of 6 years, he wore a rank of assistant SUP. And very soon after that, he was promoted to superintendent, and he wore that rank up until his tragic passing. Having served the local and government environment for more than 26 years. And as I say that, I was referring to the colleagues who passed away in 2002. And I remember they also served 26 years. 26 years of their life given to the people of Patagonia. As a department, we are still reeling with shock from this reality. It hurts us. For the second time such a crime is committed on one of our members. So you can expect the anger, the wanting to get even, the wanting to find this criminal. And we've not spared resources in trying to achieve that, to bring this criminal to book. So the 4th of November for us is a very difficult day. In fact, that morning, I got up thinking it's the 4th of November, thinking about my colleague that passed away. Only to learn that as I drop my kids off at school, I'm going to be told rush to Crawford. So the 4th of November for me is a day like I would like to write off the calendar. It brings unpleasant memories. During that period, we lost now Supt, yes, we lost Supt Zulu, we lost Supt Bo. Between the three, we've lost a mammoth amount of experience, commitment and dedicated officers. I said earlier, Des had a number of qualifications. Some of those included his traffic warden's qualification, his diploma. He completed what we referred to as the ITMPO, Institute of Traffic and Municipal Police's training 1 and 2, which prepares you for management. He did street survival and tactical training. He did advanced driving. He was trained in a number of weapons. Being trained and being skilled in using those weapons are two different things. He was highly skilled in using weapons. One observed him in the shooting range. We shoot twice a year, and he was very skilled in using his weapons. Unfortunately, he never had that opportunity on this fateful day. I wasn't surprised when I learned that he was awarded a certificate for bravery from the Business Against Crime, and he also received a commendation from the Department of Justice for the work that he did. We all know Des as a courageous person, a leader amongst the men. He was principled in the way he carried out his work. I'm happy to say that he took the opportunity to train people. There are a number of colleagues now that are wearing superintendent ranks that have been through his shift, through his training, through his mentorship, through his leadership. And that's something you can be proud of. So he used his opportunity, used his skills, and he was not shy to teach people and train people, and as well put people in line when they were out of line. He did that very well. He was a resilient and dedicated officer. Like many of the officers you will see and observe in the room, he was proud of his uniform. He wore his uniform proudly. He would also always make sure he was neatly dressed, boots shining. It's the kind of person he was. I still couldn't figure that out, but you see it amongst his colleagues. We wear the uniform proudly. I've known Des since the year 2000 when we merged as Arumugam municipality and the Dibalito municipality. It's when I got to know him. But I really worked with him in 2010. And he would always offer his support to me. As a person who didn't come from a policing background, he would always say, ED, use me, I'm here, I can help you. We can turn the department around. We can do so much more. We can improve our performance. We can keep our community safe. And everywhere he worked, he tried to do that. You could see it. He was passionate about this work. In fact, when it came to the festive seasons, the operational plan will talk about activating the booze bus. And he gave the booze bus a name. When people would see that booze bus on the road, they would know on any night we would arrest between 10 and 20 people. It's not a target we set, but it's what we would achieve at the end of the night. Obviously supported by the colleagues. And Des worked well with his colleagues. It was not a competitive environment. The intention was to do our work properly, to keep the community safe, to get the drinking and driving drivers off the road, and we would do well. During the festive season, he would always volunteer to head the booze bus operations. Getting up early, working late, making the arrest, taking the beating, the accusations, but he did the job fine. During his time, he saved many lives in the work that he did. He put his life out there. He saved many lives. He intervened in many situations. He managed many incidents. And all of that made a difference to the work that he did. It made a difference to our municipality in the way people saw us as law enforcers. He was one of the people who was changing this attitude of the community to not see us as speed cops, because we did more than that. We were not necessarily out there chasing speedsters, but we were keeping the community safe. Desmond was a family man, and from all of my engagements over the past 2 days, you would realize he spoke to everybody about his family. He loved you guys. I said to you yesterday that I meet you for the first time, but it's like I know you, because your dad would always talk about you. He was so pleased of your performances at school, at university, at your eagerness to do stuff. So your dad was very proud of you, and I hope that as you grow, you would also make him proud. I've received several messages of condolences across the sphere, from people that worked with Des, people that knew Des, from as far as the city of Cape Town to the Swartland municipality, through the Institute of Public Safety. Many people expressing the sadness at the tragic way that we lost Des, and telling me, Edie, you're really going to struggle to replace a guy of his caliber. And it's not something that I don't know. I actually had a very emotional caller, a former colleague, who said to me, and he referred to Des as Uncle Des because he was a lot younger than us, when he had a house break-in and Des picked him up from his place, went to SAPS, registered the case, traced the suspect, and within 24 hours recovered his goods. And by then, Des's Mazda was still new. And he said during that incident, the suspect smashed into the left door and whatever, damaging the car. But Des didn't bother about that. He arrested the suspect, he finished the paperwork, he made sure this young man's goods were received. And when he called me, I was so emotional about reading the way we lost Des. It just shows you, and when you look around the room, you look at the love, you feel the love that Des received, the respect that we all have for him. And I was telling colleagues that even this afternoon, there's lots of people who are planning to just meet us at the crematorium. And it's because he was so well known, he was so well loved, and he was appreciated for what he did and offered to the community of Kwadukuza. I want to just thank everybody that stood by us in the scene on Monday, our colleagues from SAPS, the colleagues from RTI who responded when they heard the gunshots, for everybody that came through to try and assist us through those long hours. So we thank you and we appreciate you. Our leadership as well, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to give Des a hero's farewell. I want to quote the Honorable Nelson Mandela, and I quote, "When a man has done what he considers to be his duty to his people and his country, he can rest in peace." Unquote, Nelson Mandela. As I close, I want to leave you with a poem by Robert Longley. It's a hero's welcome. Time to come home, dear brother. Your tour of duty through, you've given us as much as anyone could be expected to do. Just a few steps further, the smoke will start to clear. Others here will guide you. You have no need to fear. You have not failed your brothers. You clearly gave it all. And through your selfless action, others will hear the call. So take your place of honor among those who have gone before, and know you will be remembered for now and evermore. Thank you. Des, we salute you. Go well, my brother, till we meet again.
Tribute, Director of Community Police or Community Safety. Next up we'll have a tribute which will be on behalf of Basil, who is the eldest brother, and this tribute will be read out by Rishaina. Call upon Rishaina to deliver the tribute on behalf of the eldest brother, Basil.
This is half of Uncle Desmond's oldest brother. My dearest baby brother, we are really going to miss you in life. It's going to be different without you. I brought you up from a small child, ever since we lost our dad. I made sure I matriculated you and the rest of the siblings. And I found you a job in the traffic department. Thank you for all the good memories we shared as a family, going on holidays together. Thank you for caring for me and looking up to me as a father. Rest in peace, my brother. You'll be joining our brother Nikki and sister Rita in heaven. Love you always, your big brother Basil.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will resume with the tributes in a short bit. For those of you that have not viewed the body, or if you wish to do a second viewing, you're more than welcome to do so now. Thank you. When I need you, Muruga, you are there, Muruga. You take all my troubles away. You're my Swami Muruga, giving life, Muruga. Muruga, Muruga, Shankire, Muruga, you are my shining star. Kattire, Muruga, Vadire, Muruga, come to me, Muruga. Once again, my vanakkam, namaste, and a very good afternoon to each and every one of you. On behalf of the Arumugam family and the extended family that is here and present today, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Whilst we are seated here, especially throughout the tributes, can we kindly ask if it is possible for you to maintain silence so as to give the decorum and dignity to our dearest fallen brother. We will now continue with a few tributes, and next up I'd like to call upon General Anthony Gopal, who is the SAPS Ilembe District Commander. He will share with you some insightful times in the lives and the good memories of our dearest.
Thank you, Program Director. My greetings to you, each and every one of you. The bereaved family, the Arumugam, the pillars, the extended families, friends, colleagues that are present here today. Also allow me to acknowledge the presence of the Mayor's Worship, Councillor Musi Manuel Ngidi from Kwaduguza, as well as the Deputy Mayor, Councillor Kwele, as well as the Speaker, Mrs. Dolly Governor. Also allow me to acknowledge the Director of the Road Traffic Inspection for the province of KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Victor Chetty, that is present here, the Executive Director for KDM, Supt Mariemuthoo, the Kwaduguza Police Station Commander, Brigadier Mshilongo, the Director for the Road Traffic and Municipal Police for Kwaduguza, Director Fire, to all senior officers from the Kwaduguza municipality, as well as the Municipal Police, South African Police Service, all agencies present, and if I've missed anybody, all protocols observed. I'm the District Commissioner for the District of Ilembe, which is one of 11 districts in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. I'm quite familiar with many of you in the house today, and I've seen a lot of familiar faces of ex-policemen, retired policemen, colleagues who are currently serving, and my greetings to you as well. It is with great sadness that we find ourselves today in this particular occasion. I would have preferred to say farewell to Desmond in a different way, in a way that says he's retiring, rather than the way we're doing it today. From the outset, let me apologize to the family. You gave us Desmond in a particular way, in a particular form, alive. And we're returning him not in the same way. And we apologize for that. On behalf of the Provincial Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal, I extend and express his condolences to the family, as well as the extended family of members of the South African Police Service. Desmond was no stranger to the South African Police Service, and he served his country with pride and distinction. His death is shocking, it's untimely, and it is something that we must never accept. He made the ultimate sacrifice, and he gave his life for the community that he had vowed to serve, and he did it till his last breath. On the 5th of November, which is Monday morning, Desmond stopped to assist a community member, or members of the community that were in the taxi, as he stopped to establish what was happening, only to find out that there was a robbery in progress. The suspect was standing in front of the commuters at the taxi, and Desmond was still seated in his car. The suspect had no mercy. He never hesitated, and he simply opened fire. You heard Cecil earlier on talked about the tactical skills of Desmond and his shooting skills and his ability. And at the time, Desmond's firearm, if you understand it, was one round up in the chamber. But he never discharged the firearm. And when I stood on that scene on that Monday morning, I could only come to one conclusion. He had to try to drive away from that scene without shooting, because if he did, he was going to kill innocent people behind the suspect. This is a skilled shooter. That's a sacrifice he made. The suspect is obviously on the run, and even as we speak, we have a team that is chasing after the suspect. He is known, and it won't be long. Provincial Commissioner has instructed me, and of course, it will come naturally that every officer will go looking for this particular suspect. But we are on his tail. This does not bring Desmond back, but certainly it will remind criminals that if you try to test the state and challenge the authority of the state, the South African Police Service, enforcement officers, security officers, we represent the state. We enforce the rules and order of the state. So when you challenge us, you challenge the state. And if you're going to do that, you must know that we are not going to rest, and we are never going to give up, and we are going to come for you. We are tired of explaining to family members and spouses and children in places like this about why a life had to be lost in this particular fashion. We are tired of attending funerals. Desmond has always been a hard-working, diligent officer, ever willing to go the extra mile. He showed respect to his colleagues, not just within Kotaguza municipality, but throughout security companies, South African Police Service. Anybody that was prepared to work in the fight against crime, he was there. Cecil talked about drunken driving. In my WhatsApp messages, you'll see a message from him saying, General, we made 10 arrests last night for drunken driving. Because the night before I was saying to them, guys, these accidents are getting out of hand. Drunken drivers are too many in the road. The next morning, he responds very quickly to these things. The same with the security industry. I posted once that we need to recover more stolen vehicles to make a deterrent. And Hawk Security was here. I'm not picking on them or not leaving out other companies, but I'm just using it as an example. They planned and jointly did Operation Mapulu and then recovered cars. That's the kind of relationship the enforcement agencies have. A consolidated one, an integrated one. We are not alone, we are not separated, and we will never be. I recall a very light moment with Desmond. We were having an operation in Kotaguza in the CBD. And after we had that operation, we came to the police station, we were busy charging. And so we decided to take a photo of us in this operation. And it was myself, Desmond, and there's a chemist, the person that analyzes medicines to see whether it is contravening any medicine rules and laws. So we took that photograph out, and then Desmond and I looked at each other and we looked at the photograph. It was the chemist was standing in the center. And I said, Des, you know that if you and I didn't smile, we were not going to be in this photo. Then you look at my color and you see Des, you know that we're the same color. And this girl was pale. We said, hey, if you didn't smile, we were not in this photo. He was never burdened by his task. He was always energetic. He was always enthusiastic. Of course, every workspace, no matter where you work, you will have your challenges. You may not be 100% happy with everything. But that challenges, Desmond never took that challenge and created a negative mindset upon himself or his colleagues or the people that he worked with. He never compromised what the community deserved, and that was an effective police officer. And he never ever relinquished on his tasks. Desmond comes from the municipality of Kotaguza. And in this municipality, many of the officers are here present. I can tell you the camaraderie in that particular unit is very strong. The commitment level from his colleagues and himself are very strong. It is for that reason last year, when we had our Excellence Awards for the police in the district of Ilembe, we acknowledged one of the KDM officers in that particular awards for their outstanding work. And him, Desmond, and that officer worked very closely together. I want to encourage the Kotaguza municipal officers present here today that we will not only get stronger, but we will also respect the legacy of Desmond and continue this fight that he made sure he was part of, and that we will strive to ensure security and safety of all inhabitants in our country. I also recall a conversation, and this one, it probably will be a little bit more sentimental, more for the person that I'm going to speak about. Desmond was his brother's keeper. Last year there was a strike at the Stanger Hospital, and I remember going to that scene where the strikers were, and there I found Desmond. And there's a conversation that he had with me, and he was very vocal about it. He said to me, "General, I hope I'm not forward, but I need to say this. Why have the South African Police Service overlooked Vinnie Pillay for so long for promotions? What are you going to do about it?" Unfortunately, Desmond never got to see the day that Vinnie was promoted. Because in the morning of Monday, Desmond passed away. And in the afternoon of the Monday, Vinnie was promoted to a lieutenant colonel. Colleagues in enforcement agencies and security companies, I want to remind us all, just like Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Konazi has reminded all of us, we have given you tools for the job. Let's make sure we defend ourselves at all times. Of course, it is not always possible when you study the character of a police officer. In a UK study which was undertaken to understand the risks associated with a police officer and how to mitigate that risks, the study found that it was, of all the risks, they could mitigate many, but the one risk they could not mitigate was the passion of a police officer. Because a police officer, even when he's not trained in firefighting, will run into a building to save somebody. And that risk they could not mitigate in the study. So, I want to say to us today that as we embark on our duties, even after today, let us remember that as long as we stand together as officers, we pitch up for work every day. And I want to address the issue of absenteeism. When we are absent as officers, your colleague is not having backup. We render ourselves ineffective to the fight against our foes. So as long as we're at work together, we are stronger in our numbers. So I want to encourage you to remember your colleagues when you decide to stay away for unnecessary reasons from work. Today, as we say farewell to to Desmond, I want to say to Vinnie that, and the rest of the brothers, to Basil, to Buffy, that you're not alone. We will still stand by you, and we will still support you in every way that we can. To Desmond, my brother, we wish you well, and we say farewell to you, and may your soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you for that tribute, dear Director Commander of the SAPS Ilimbe District, General Anthony Gopal. The next speaker will be the KZN Provincial Traffic Unit Director, and this is Director Chetty. We kindly call upon Director Chetty to deliver his tribute.
Thank you, Program Director. When I come to the bereaved family, Sam, Kyle, Jaden, and Caitlin, and the siblings, I'd like to convey the MEC of the province, the Department of Transport, and the entire provincial traffic fraternity our condolences to you. It's very difficult when you're faced with a situation like this, and General, thank you very much. I echo your sentiments in terms of a colleague in uniform. And when you look at the life of Superintendent Desmond Arumugam, you'll understand that for us to accept this tragic passing, it's beyond comprehension and in a callous manner. So for us, in uniform, we have lost an officer, a seasoned officer. When I look at the period that he has served from 1998, it means the institution is losing qualified officers. So for us in the province, we are saying we cannot allow that to happen. It is important that we celebrate the officer's life and accept that he lived life to the fullest. He loved what he did, he served his community, and today it's testament that the entire community of the KDM municipality and surrounds are here to pay the respects and support the family. So for us, we are saying we support you as a family, and how do we guide the family? And that's very important, because when we finish the ceremony today, as Hindus, we have other processes we got to follow. And then everyone leaves us. The question is, how do we get used of missing our loved ones? And that is the challenge. We need to be a resilient nation. The callous attack on Superintendent Arumugam is something we cannot accept. I'm happy that Mr. Mayor, Deputy Ndosi, and Auntie Dolly, you are here as leaders of the council, that we need to ask ourselves, are we accepting that this happens? And the problem I have from a provincial level is, this is not the first officer that has passed on. There are several others before this, and General was quite clear. We need to say, how do we deal with the problem in this particular area? General, we are living amongst violent criminals, and they don't hesitate to attack. So I think our message is we accept that we are trained, we are given the tools, and we must do what we're supposed to do best. And that's my message to the officials. To Director Fire and your team, it is hard, it is difficult, but when we get back to work tomorrow, we will be missing somebody that we loved, that spent most of his time at work, worked odd hours, gave his time for his community and a profession that he loved. How do we deal with that is an important aspect in our life moving forward. But we must be resilient as officers. We cannot accept any member of public in a very light-hearted manner. You are trained, you know what you're supposed to do in terms of defending the community and yourselves and your colleagues. So from my side, as we bid farewell to a hero, we must celebrate his life. When I see the video that was playing early this morning, it gives me a clear indication that Superintendent Arumugam enjoyed life to the fullest with his family. And I think when we leave you, when you are alone as a family, always appreciate what your father has done, what your husband has done, and Amma to you as well. What he has done and how much you were proud of him as well. So look at all of that. That gives us solace in life. And to the community, I think the only way we can give support to the family is touch base with them, and we need to pray. And we need to surrender to God. And that's the only way we will get comfort. As I say, my last words to the family as well. You have a guardian angel that you shared your life with, and his life, and he has a name. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Director Chetty, for that tribute. Next up, we have a tribute on the niece, which will be delivered by Diveshni. Call upon Diveshni to deliver the tribute of Louise, who is the niece of our dearest brother.
My dearest uncle, what can I say on this day? As your sudden death has taken me by surprise. As your eldest niece, you always regarded me as your little sister because we grew up together and used to play with each other as we were only 10 years apart in age. I used to wait from school just to play with you, but you used to tell me and Esther to wait until you finish with your homework. I will always miss our cricket matches and our family holidays together. As I grew up and joined the SAPS, we worked well together. As you used to own me to assist you by sorting out a roadblock authority for you. You really went out of your way to assist Amshlali SAPS by effecting a lot of arrests. I am so proud of your achievements. My dearest uncle, you will be dearly missed by all of us. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, and especially for everything that you have done for my birthday this year. You have left a void in all our lives. We love you always, my uncle. Rest in peace. Lots of love from Louise.
Thank you, Diveshni, for that tribute. Next up, one of Desmond's brothers has prepared a speech, and this is Buffy. But obviously, in circumstances, being it, the emotions run too high. So, Rashanan will be back to deliver the tribute on behalf of the late Desmond, his brother, Buffy.
Hello again. Senior officers, SAPS and KDM, colleagues of Desmond, family and friends. I stand here today with a heart that is shattered by the tragic and gruesome killing of my dearest brother Desmond. Desmond, being my youngest brother, was my best friend and confidant. We grew up together, being 2 years apart in age, and we shared our clothes and toys. He had a very special place in my heart, and I can remember in our childhood days, whilst playing hide and seek, Desmond ran past a tree stump, and part of that stump ripped open his his right thigh. He didn't even realize he was injured until he saw it, and then he started to cry by pointing to the wound. and then he realized that he was injured and started crying too. That incident caused a lifelong scar on his right thigh. This is just one of the many incidents where I felt the pain when he got injured. That is why today I can feel the pain that he went through. Desmond called me Anna, meaning elder brother in Tamil. We got up to mischief a lot and usually got a smacking from my mom. Bear with me. Desmond and I were good sportsmen. We participated in athletics and soccer, often representing our schools in inter-school sports. We used to dress up like cops with our toy guns holstered to our sides by imitating our elder brother Basil, who used to dress up for work as a real cop. And yes, we became cops too. Not just cops, but dedicated, disciplined, incorruptible cops. I joined the SAPS, and a few years later, Desmond joined KDM Community Safety. We both worked diligently and climbed the ranks. When I was stationed at Mhlali, Des used to come by when he brought suspects to charge and was happy to see me on duty. He would ask me, "Did you eat?" And then he'd say, "Wait, I'll be back." And he would often come back with something to eat. When I got promoted to Lieutenant Colonel and moved on to Amlazi, Desmond decided to celebrate by getting our brothers together, and we made a trip to Wild Coast. He always got excited when his family and friends excelled. We shared in laughter and in pain. Desmond loved his family dearly and loved cooking and entertaining family and friends. Food was never short in this house. He always cooked more. He used to say, "Don't restrict someone from eating." He was a man of stature, dedicated to his work, and very punctual. He was meticulous in his dressing and made sure his uniform was properly ironed, no double lines on his shirt and pants. He loved his uniform, and he loved serving his community. Desmond touched the lives of many people, always willing to assist them. He was well known in Tonga, Dolphin Coast, and Quatagusa area. The attendance today speaks for itself. He was selfless, always putting the needs of others before his. In the recent months, Desmond was very instrumental in organizing family and cousin get-togethers. He kept our family together. Little did we know that he was preparing to leave us. The loss of Desmond has created a void in the family and in the law enforcement Ilembe district. Desmond was a cheerful giver. He often gave without expecting anything in return. If he didn't have, he would say, "Don't worry, I'll make a plan." And indeed he would. He had the habit of tipping car guards, cashiers, waiters, petrol attendants. He left a lasting impression on the people that he met along the way. I will miss the daily phone calls that he made to check up on me. He was always my encourager. I'm not embarrassed to say that Desmond. I'm not embarrassed to say that Desmond, Vinny and I support each other financially when times were tough. We expected nothing in return because that's how we loved each other. There's no such thing as you or me. He was a pillar of strength, always encouraged me when I was down. One would have thought that he was my elder brother. There's my boy. You left without saying goodbye to your Anna. You were taken out before you could greet me or your family. You gave your life to your community. This selfless act is what God has ordered. Laying down one's life for the sake of others. Well done, my superhero. I can't find any words in the dictionary to describe you. I know without a shadow of a doubt that you're in heaven rejoicing Dada, Aka, and Nikki. You beat us, death. To Samantha, Kyle, Jayden, and Caitlin, thank you for sharing Desmond with us. Thank you for supporting and loving him whilst he was on earth. He loved you guys so dearly and often told me, Anna, I love my family. And that's why I live for today, because life is short. He taught me to spend each day as if it were your last. We will always be by your side, standing with you, good and bad days. Remember Desmond saying, we will make a plan. Nothing will ever conquer us as we stand together. Desmond may have been robbed of his life, but I want to encourage you today and say that no devil in hell or any wicked man on earth could rob him of his beautiful soul. Let's celebrate his life on earth and live as he's taught us to love people and serve and be mercy. Desmond, my brother, I know that you're watching over us right now. We will do our best to give Samantha and the children all the support that they need. Please don't forget to call. I love you, Peter. Thank you.
It is often in times like this that we question God, the Supreme Master, whichever way you may understand Him as. And within scriptures, we find the answers to this deep and dire question that we have. There is no guarantee in life. You may be guaranteed parents. Some children may lose their parents. There is no guarantee of anything. There is no guarantee that you find a job, get good education, finish school. All these are not guarantees. But the only guarantee that we have within life is that the day we are born, there is a guaranteed date that we shall return to our Master. That is the only guarantee in this life. The process of when we are born to when we die or pass on is that date which is set. And the purpose and the understanding of how we live our life within this birth and death is our gift when we return back to God. Living life fulfillingly, doing good, being good, and as we spoke earlier, by performing seva, spontaneous acts of kindness, is ways in which we lessen this bag of bad karma that we've accumulated and replace it with the beautiful nectar of our Lord. Our next tribute is going to be done by the Honorable Mayor, Ngidi. He's a councillor of the area and the mayor of Kwadakusa. So we'd like to call upon Honorable Mayor, Councillor Ngidi.
Director, Mrs. Samantha Arumugam, Kyle, Jaden, and Caitlin, Arumugam family, friends and relatives, fellow mourners, ladies and gentlemen. Please allow me to also recognize and acknowledge the following people that are also here. Madam Speaker of Council, Deputy Mayor, Baba MM, also in our midst we have ED Baba Cecil Veramuthoo, Director of Fire, General Gopal, Director Chetty from the RTI, Provincial RTI, KDM officers and subs officers present here, also the paramedics and the security officers here. We gather today to pay our last respect and bid farewell to a true hero, a dedicated public servant, and a dear friend. The late Superintendent Arumugam will be deeply missed, not only by his colleagues in the traffic and crime prevention units, but also by the community of Kwatuguza at large. Desmond, as he was affectionately known, was a true ambassador of Kwatuguza municipality, and it is with a heavy heart that I stand before you today to convey our heartfelt condolences to the Arumugam family. As we mourn the loss of our colleague, we remember the bravery and dedication he showed every day on our streets. He put his life on the line to ensure our safety, to enforce the laws, and to protect the community of Kwatuguza. His selfless commitment to duty is an inspiration to us all, and we can only imagine the countless lives he touched and the many families he protected. The senseless and brutal act of violence that took his life has left us all in shock and outrage. We condemn such acts of violence and pledge to do everything in our power to ensure that justice is served. His death will not deter us from our resolve to work tirelessly to create a safer and a more just society for all. Today, as we say our final goodbyes, we remember Superintendent Arumugam's bright smile, his infectious enthusiasm, and unwavering dedication to his work. We will cherish the memories of his kindness, his compassion, and his love for his family and the community of Kwatuguza. As we pick up the fallen spear, we must recommit ourselves to the values that Superintendent Arumugam embodied. I refer here to the values of courage, integrity, and selflessness. We must work together to build a community that honors his sacrifice and remembers the price he paid for our safety. To the family, friends, and relatives, also colleagues of our fallen hero, I want to borrow from John Donne's poem entitled, "Death, Be Not Proud." In his poem, Donne assures us that death is not a conqueror in his case. In the first two and last two lines he says, and I quote, "Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art no so. One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die." Close quote. Although some may have praised death as mighty and dreadful, Donne consoles us that it is not so. He further assures us that we will sleep, as our dear superintendent has slept, and shall wake in eternity, where there shall be no more death, for death itself shall have died. Today's occasion calls upon us to celebrate a life well lived, to honor and remember the kindness, the bravery, and commitment to duty that Desmond embodied. Ours is not to cry, but to ensure that his memory lives on and his legacy continues to inspire us. In closing, I want to say that our superintendent may be gone, but he will never be forgotten. His sacrifice will not be in vain, and we will continue to work towards a safer, more just, and more peaceful society for all. Farewell, dear Desmond, till we meet again when we wake in eternity. Thank you.
Thank you for that tribute, Honorable Mayor Councillor Ngidi. As the last tribute for this afternoon, we call upon Desmond's daughter, Caitlin, to deliver the final tribute for this afternoon, and thereafter adjourn for concluding prayers. As she makes her way to the podium, the family lovingly invites you to the memorial service, which will take place on the 18th of November, which is Monday. The family requests this as a personal invite to each and every one of you, and in this time of bereavement, they ask for a few moments to gather their thoughts as they discuss the venue and time, but they will communicate this to you via social media. Their request for you is to join them on the 18th of November, the evening of the 18th of November, where they will pay homage to this beautiful soul, this beautiful, kind, and compassionate soul, that of Desmond Arumugam. I'll now call upon Caitlin, who will deliver the final tribute for this afternoon. Caitlin.
Hello, I'm Caitlin, his youngest daughter, although I'm sure most of y'all will know me as Baby, because my father could never say my name. Honestly, there's not many words that can describe the kind of person my dad was. He was always just himself, no matter what he was going through, he always had a smile on his face. He was the type of person who tried to keep everyone happy. He helped where he could. He even went the extra mile to make sure others were happy without asking for anything in return. He never showed hatred towards anyone ever. Whenever my siblings or I would have any problems, he would always say, kill them with kindness and everything will be okay. Out of everyone, I would argue with him the most, yet somehow he would give me the most. My dad never came home empty-handed. He always had something for us, even if we didn't ask. He made sure he gave us the best of the best, no matter what, because that's who he was. All he wanted was for everyone to be together, and I'm so grateful to see his wishes come true, even if he's not here with us. But it gives us peace knowing he died doing what he loved, and that was helping people. I still remember when I was younger, in school, if anyone ever told me anything, I would smile and say, I'll call my father for you. With such confidence, because my dad was my hero, I just never got the chance to tell him. Whenever we went out, my dad always saw someone he knew, because he knew everyone. But he was never the type of guy to just say hello and move on. He made sure he caught up with you to tell you, to see how you were doing, and he should make sure my family, and he should make my family wait until he was done. And we always complained to him, but he never stopped being the person he was. Dad really valued neatness. He couldn't leave the house without his uniform being prim and proper, and that's something he instilled in us, his children. Dad would always scold us when our clothes weren't ironed properly or when our ties weren't straight. He made sure we looked presentable, as he would say, no matter where we were going. My dad was proud of all of us, not only his children, but his family, his friends, the members who worked with him, everyone. I can still picture him coming home and telling us all the stories about what happened at work and about the people he worked with. But never once did he speak with disappointment. He always used to smile and talk proudly. So Dad, just know we aren't mad at you for leaving us, because we know how much you loved us. You gave us everything you could, even through all your struggles, and I'm sorry. I know you deserve so much better. You deserve to see us grow up, to go on all the holidays you dreamed of, and to live the life you always wanted. And I remember that even though you're gone, I still feel you near, watching over us, and I can still hear your voice everywhere I go. I'm so thankful, Dad, because you showed us how to live life. And just know I love you so much, Dad. And I'm still just a little girl waiting for you to come home. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin, for that beautiful tribute.
Come home. I'm very missing you, Daddy. Please come home. Hello, Daddy. What you doing? When you coming home? Dad, Mommy is playing Candy Crush. And she's on a hard level. Bye, Daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we reach the closing of this really somber day that we experience here today, let's draw love and compassion from this day in knowing that life is so precious. Life is such that we may never know which day may be our last. So take the time out to put the smile on someone else's face. And God, in His infinite mercy and kindness, will take the time to put an eternal smile on your face. The family is now going to proceed to offer their goodbye roses as do the concluding prayers, and thereafter adjourn to our priest who will do the concluding prayers as well.
Vanakkam, if you could have the immediate family members to please gather at the casket. You're going to start offering your roses as we do the last few padigams. Thereafter, we're going to conclude with Aarti, making our way to the Stanger crematorium. May we all please rise to the concluding prayer. Caitlin? Namah வாழ்க நாசந்தாள் வாழ்க இப்போதுதல் நீசந்தாள் வாழ்க ஓஜாஜியாழ்ட குருமணிகள் வாழ்க ஆகமமாகி நின்ற அன்னைகள் வாழ்க வாழ்கவே மூர்த்தி தேவதை பாத்மி முட்டுநத்தி நாமதேசித்த மாரிமுத்தவர் ஆத்மா தக்கனக்கரியம் சாந்தி கதவை திருவாதி சட்டம் அன்பு சாந்தார் யாமி
happy.